All right, everyone, welcome back to Hardcore Headquarters, where we are playing Alexander the Great in the Exploration Age. Last episode, we were able to take over one of Jose Rizal's cities, and the goal now for this episode is to completely eliminate him from the game. We have a few more things going on in our empire, right? We're researching castles to upgrade our keshigs. We're getting medieval walls and the dungeon. And we might go for that wonder. We're not quite sure just yet. And we're researching 4 hounds so that we can use this policy card to get +3 combat strength and +2 movement for our cavalry units. We're also kind of buying as many of these. If I can come in here real quick, let's find a town that we can buy. Nope, not enough gold. The Ortu, basically. We want to build this in every single possible location that we can. And then we're just about ready to finish building this world wonder. This is going to give us culture equal to, I think, 25% of cavalry units production cost, I think. And then down here we're building up some more naval units so we can defend our settlement expansion over to the west. So let's get into it. Let's hit next turn. And while we're waiting, if you do like this content, please like and subscribe. And then leave a comment down below if you like for any suggestions, advice, how you would play it, etc., etc. We have built our Erdene Zoo, which is nice. I'm going to let this build out here real quick. It says, O ye conquerors and your sons, O ye gurus and devas, out of your great love lead us along the path. Nice. That's good news. All right, great. So now we have a wonder in Alexandria Dulun Bulldog, which means we can now take advantage of this bonus. Cities other than your capital with a wonder get a +10% production and culture boost, doubled if they are on different continent than your capital. So that's really good news. We don't really need to build any more wonders here. We might, just depends on what we're going to get. We do have our courser who has completely healed up, so we'll move him up. I do want to do a little bit of scouting here to make sure that we can actually get up here and take both of these cities. And then we're still just waiting for these guys to heal. We will, I think, let's attack this guy. Yep, we'll attack the settler. I don't want him to settle another city. Doesn't look like he has any units, so this should be relatively quick. And then we can get set up for the onslaught of Charlemagne. Let's come over here. We have our keshigs getting ready and our coursers getting ready over in this town. And then I want you to continue to just move down here, getting ready to settle. And then our cog is going to come over here. We'll see if we can sneak over to this landmass as well with him. Okay, what else do we have to do? We want to heal with this scout, and then we want to build some different things. We have access to the kiln now. I think the kiln's really, really good. The guild hall is really, really good. I'm more inclined to go for the guild hall instead of going for the kiln. I have really good gold output. I'm not going for it for the gold, though. I'm more going for it for the influence. It's going to get adjacency from navigable river terrain, coastal marine. It just essentially it's a better version of a market, essentially, right? So we'll take that. If we can overbuild up here, this will overbuild the garden. This will give us 11 gold and 6 influence per turn, so we will build it there. And then for you, I think now is the time that we start pumping out observatories here, so we can have basically enough science to keep up with Charlemagne during that upcoming war. So let's go with observatory. We have a good one right here. I don't know if I want to get, I mean, that's a really good one. It's going to get 10 science from adjacency to this wonder, but this is going to be really, really good for culture. So I think I'd much rather just come here and overbuild this barracks, maybe. What else is here? We have barracks library. It'll overbuild the barracks. Yeah, let's just build it right there. That's fine. So we'll build the observatory in Alexandria Dulun Bulldog. We're moving on to the next turn. And we're taking damage with our settler. That's to be expected. That's fine. And now our units are slowly starting to get full health. Very close here with our army commander. He has some units here. I'm going to move this guy back now, knowing that he has those units. We'll get ready. And then for my cog, I think I want him to just move over to the west. Did I want to build another cog here? I'm building a guild hall. Yeah, I think I'm going to skip out on the guild hall for now. I want to build another cog, and then I want to get a fleet commander. I should have 1, 2, 3. Let's build one more cog. Yeah, one more cog, and that'll kind of fill out our naval force that's going to defend this landmass over to the west. We have this unit that we're just going to put on alert. We're really just trying to focus on defeating Jose Rizal, and I want to spend basically 0 influence on him now for the war support. The only reason I would do it maybe is if he got like +1 war support on me, but I highly doubt that we're going to be spending diplomatic influence on this war. I want to save it for this war. That's kind of the goal. We'll take the growth here for our celebration, and then I love the idea of getting this happiness. This happiness is really, really good. We'll confirm that, and we'll hit next turn. Okay, great. It looks like someone's built the Brihadishwa. I'm not going to say it. They built a wonder that we're not going to build. Settler's taking damage. We'll move him down 1 more. You, Mr. Courser, I want you to come up there. So let's move you over to the west. You come up there. You come up there. You are pretty much good to go here. I think you're fine. We can move you there. And then we can just start moving all of these units up. We're going to go for this city first, because then we'll have 2 roads that we can attack his capital city from. I think I just want to keep you here. I also want to keep you here. You guys basically just defend this road if he has any counterattacks that come down to the south to try and take back his city. As far as a growth opportunity down south here, we will be taking just fishing boats for now. Not really quite sure what this town is going to be, other than just something to provide food to my other cities. And then you, I think we're just going to skip with you for now. Actually, no. I want to, oops, excuse me. I want to heal with, I guess I can't now. Okay, that's fine. Well, we'll skip with you. You come over to the west. And then we have an option to turn this into some kind of specialization. I think we're going to hold off on that for now. I want this to grow. I don't really know what this is going to do other than provide, food and gold to our capital. So we'll hit next turn. Somebody has built the House of Wisdom. Don't really care about that. Our quest Torgud can no longer be completed. So we have a few things that we're looking to do. Let's just leave that alone for now. You come right up there, and then I think what I want you to do is pop right there. Oh, excuse me. Actually, I want you to go there. I want my army commander to come here, and then I'm going to take my catapult out, throw it right there, and then we can attack his walls. Bang. And while we're attacking his walls, we will put a swordsman there to kind of defend, and we'll put some fortifications there. For you, let's defend this tile. So there's no way for him to send units this way. And then you guys are all just going to kind of be on alert. Yeah, you'll be on. Actually, I want you to move up here just in case he needs to heal. And then you kind of do the same thing. We'll park you on top of this. He is going to come down here with this unit. I think it's going to be okay. And then our army commander can just kind of chill for now. Cog moving to the west once again. It seems like a very small landmass. I will take my settler now, and I will skip. We're moving on to the next turn. Lots of click through, lots of waiting. It'll all be worth it in the end. Okay. So it looks like he has his units up here. Wow, oh my god. I think this volcano erupted. Let's go back up here. Yeah, it looks like this giant natural wonder of Mount Fuji has just erupted. That's pretty wild. So we can put you on alert, You can attack. And I think I want you... Let's attack first. This is a big brain move, all right? We're going to attack here first with our catapult. Then we're going to move our commander back 1. And then this guy can get a free fortification building. And we'll just sit like that. And then you can actually move back. And that's just a really easy way. If you have that promotion, for instance, if you have Bastion, you can build fortifications in 1 turn instead of 2. So you can move him around to get a bunch of different fortifications up. So it looks like we have 2 solid fortification buildings here to hold the line on our assault on Iwa. And we'll just grab fishing boats. Fishing boats, fishing boats, fishing boats. That's all we really care. We're going to skip with you. And we will skip with you. And we will pack you in, I think. That's the move. There's not really any use of having you back there. So we'll pack you in. And then you're just going to move over to the west. You're going to move to the west. And we're getting real close over to this landmass. Looking really, really nice. Cog is good. We're going to move the cog down. Get a little bit more exploration. Looks like we found a lot of good stuff. What I'm looking for, though, is treasure fleet resources. Right, that's what I want. I want treasure fleet resources that I can use to send back to my homeland cities. And I think for you, let's grab. Let's just get the woodcutter there. I think that's probably fine. We have an option to buy things here. I don't think we need to, so we're going to skip out on that. And then here we also have an option to buy things. I don't think we're going to buy anything here. We don't need anything. We're good. We're dominating this continent. I want to save my money in case I need it in the future. So we'll hit next turn. He is attacking. But the good news about him attacking is that I have other units in the background that I can use. So I can just swap these guys out. That fortification stays there, and he's still going to take some damage. So I'll attack. Boom. What I should have done is I should have waited to attack with that Keshig to maximize how much experience I'm getting for my Noyan, but that's fine. We're absolutely destroying it. We're not min-maxing at this point. We're just waiting, so we're going to attack. Boom. You can pack in to the commander, and then we'll take the Keshig and move you out and attack. Boom. Promotion available. We're getting these guys super promoted right now. It's great. We can take now Bastion. Looks like Bastion Resolute. Land units within the command radius heal 5 HP after attacking. That is phenomenal. And then we also get our first commendation, which we will take order plus 5 combat strength for land units within the command radius. I think this is probably the best one. Actually, there's an argument to be made for plus 1 command radius range, because that extends where Bulwark comes into play. Like Bulwark, I wouldn't need to move my commander around as much. So I might actually go for that. For now. Yeah, let's go for that. We'll confirm that. So now, look at that giant command radius. All of these units in here will now be able to build fortifications in 1 turn instead of 2, which is phenomenal. So we can get rid of all of these notifications now. We can come down to here, put our scout back on auto explore, and we'll just heal with the Courser. We will heal with our Noyan, and you, I think you just move. Yeah, you come over 1, and you guys just keep looking. Keep looking for those treasure resources. We're at 21% left in the age. I would like to get those up sooner rather than later, if possible. If I don't get them at all, that's fine. This is really the design for this city here is going to be just an extension of my empire that I can use my navy to project power. That's the idea. So now that this settler is completely healed, we can bring him down as well. And growth opportunity, we just take the woodcutter, and we have a focus. We'll just leave it on growing focus. Right now, we're going to leave all of our towns on a growing focus until we feel like we maybe need to catch up to the AI. Speaking of AI, his culture is getting out of control. It's 165. We're keeping up on the science. That's good. And then Harriet Tubman's science is just nuts. So we want to, man. That might be a problem in the modern age with Harriet Tubman. But we'll figure that out when we get there. We'll cross that bridge. He did kill. Wow, he did kill a unit of mine. Don't like that. Don't like that at all. Okay, so we did get, what did we get? Where are you? Didn't we just get something? Hold on a minute. What did we just research? We researched plus 3 combat strength and plus 2 movement for cavalry units. Replaces Bogatyr 1. Okay. Cool. Let's go back in here real quick. Where is it? Oh, right here. Duh. Okay. Yeah, so it just upgraded that policy card to a 2. And that's fine. So we can do that. We'll grab the influence per turn, confirm. This is setting us back one turn, but I think killing him is probably the smartest move. That gives us +5 experience, and then we can take our Courser out. This is a lesson learned, right? I shouldn't have put a Keshig there. Putting a Keshig there was, like, they're weak units. They're ranged units, and they're not really meant to take on hard-hitting units like his Courser. So that was a mistake. That's fine. We're still going to win against him and the war and whatnot, so not really too worried. But a mistake nonetheless. So we'll skip with you. We will skip with you. Unless, did we want to come up here? We could do that. Let's come up there. And then we can move. Ooh, I don't want to move the Keshig up there. I would much rather, yeah, you come back and heal. Then I can take this other Courser, move him into these fortifications. And then you are good to just skip, I think. Yes. Okay. And there's our Fleet Commander. Fleet Commander is done. We have one more cog coming out. And then, ooh, he's about close to dying. So let's move you down. We'll keep moving. Oh, man. We did find a hostile city-state. Hopefully they're right on the coast. If they're right on the coast, we can use it just like we do with army commanders. We can use it to upgrade our fleet commanders and get them promotions that we're looking for. So we can come down here with this cog. We're just getting a lot of exploring done. This is, man, this is a crazy monument, and just really culture building in general. But getting to it is impossible. And I think this is something the game needs to figure out, like the developers. Like, it's such a waste of land in the game. And the reason you can't build here, the reason you cannot build anything here is because it needs to be connected to your capital, or not your capital, but your city center. So if I put a city center here, I would need to connect it via this, then this. But because this resource is here, I can't build anything there. So you'll never get to use this tile, ever. As far as building districts or building buildings. You can use it as a rural tile, but like it's not really good as a rural tile. It's better as, you know, a culture or a happiness tile for a building, but that's fine. We're probably not going to settle near those mountains anyway. Okay, so let's come here. I just want you to keep following that cog. And for you, you just work your way down. Now, what I could do with him is I could have two basically forward bases up here. And I do like the idea of that. So if I were to come in here, get my city planner out, we could just grab that. That's a good one. I like that city. That grabs 1, 2, 3, 4. If we were to look at this again, we could potentially, this is the best option. So yeah, we'll do that. So what I want you to do is just work your way there. We will absolutely take the military aid. Absolutely take that. And then we also get plus 25% production in captured cities from any age. Captured towns do not cost double to convert to cities. We're just going for that. These are really, really, really good policy cards that you can get with Mongolia that we just need right now. We don't need, for instance, I don't need temples. I really don't. My only focus is destroying the enemy with military brute force. So he's attacking me. He wants a peace deal. We're rejecting it. I'll attack. Boom. And then if I can get in here with you, I should be able to do it. Phenomenal. We were able to take over Iwa. Great news. For you, I think we're just going to move you up and you're going to heal. And if I can take that swordsman out, plop him right there, build a fortification, everyone can heal. Everybody can heal, and we're going to look really, really nice taking over the last city of Jose Rizal. It's the final stand, and then we can get ready for our war with Charlemagne. Now, one thing to keep in mind is once I'm really, really close to taking this city, I will come into Charlemagne, and I will denounce him. I will denounce him here, and then I might denounce him here too. And the reason I want to do that is I want that relationship to go like basically into the crapper, so that he doesn't get any, war support or anything that will make the war a lot harder. So we're going to heal with you. Now it's time for these units. I think the courser can stay where they're at. You can probably pop up here, see what's going on. Yeah, we'll let you sit right there. We'll bring you guys up. We'll just get in position here. We'll bring you up, get you in position. We'll surround these guys. He's got that settler here. Not really too worried. There's nowhere for him to settle. And then for you, let's come up here and start scouting towards Charlemagne. Okay, swordsman, we're going to put you on a heal. We will pack you in. And then my fleet commander is just going to keep coming over to the west. And I want you to come back and heal. Booming. All right, so you're coming down now. We have lots and lots of, looks like Harriet Tubman units. She is playing as the leader of the American civilization, so that's nice. For you, I need to figure out where I'm going to settle now, because I know where all the land's at. So I feel like if I were to go there, that's a pretty good spot. So I can bring you back and start working your way there. So we'll have 2 military naval base camps that we can use to attack the other civilizations over to the west during the modern era. Yep, you keep working your way over there. And we're going to grab the fishing boats. We will keep the settlement. Boom. We're at 11 out of 12 settlement cap. Now, with the settlement cap, you can go over, but it's not recommended. It's -5 happiness in all settlements per settlement over the limit. So then you'll start getting like rebellions and that kind of thing. So you want to avoid that as much as possible. I have heard people say that you don't need to. You can just kind of, build whatever or build as many cities as you'd like. I don't like doing it that way. I like playing the game under the settlement limit. That's just, it feels like I'm breaking the rules, I guess. But all right. So we'll come in here. We're going to purchase an ore 2. We're going to throw it down right there. Let's think. I mean, a sawmill would be really good if I can find a good spot for it. This is the city hall. I can just throw an ageless building in there and not even think twice about it. That's a pretty easy thing to do. And then, oh, did I buy that? I guess I did. Okay, that's fine. Instead, now I'm going to go for the guild hall, I guess. The guild hall, I'm looking for a better influence adjacency bonus than anything, and pairing it with the Bazaar I think is the right move. So we'll do that. We'll hit next. We have our Noyen, who can now work his way up. Ooh, I don't want to do that yet, actually. I want you to come back here, Skip. I want to pick up this catapult so I can start hitting these walls pretty hard. Okay, we've unlocked the research of castles. Castles is great. We get dungeons now, medieval walls, and upgrade to our keshigs, which we will take advantage of. If we were to come in here, now I think the move is to go for knights, because then we could also upgrade our coursers, and then we can upgrade our cogs into privateers. I think that's how that works. That might just be a whole new unit in general. So we'll just move you down. We'll move you there. Okay, boom, boom, boom. I will pack my catapult inside of my army commander. I'll pack you inside, and I'll pack you inside. And then we're going to move you right there. And now we can take our catapult, unpack him, basically free movement, and then we can, I guess, not attack. Interesting. Okay. Well, let's just throw you there, and then we'll move you up, and we'll move you up. And then you can do a quick little fortification. You can come up here. Let's start getting an idea of what's happening up here. Might be a good idea. There's this huge, water mass between our civilizations. So it might be a really, really good idea to come in here and maybe buy a cog just in case he decides to bring units across the water. The cog will basically defend our water tiles. And then you, my friend, are going to skip. Fleet commander's coming over to the west. Cogs are coming over to the west. We're healing with him. We're going to move you there. And then I want to bring you guys down here so we can start. Oh, yeah, we can absolutely take this guy out. I'm hoping nobody's actually working on him. Okay, we're good. No one's actually trying to influence that city-state, so we won't take any damage on our relationships by killing it. So that's good. As far as our next build order, I think a good option. Interesting. We're good on gold. I don't need the gold. I want to speed up this war as much as possible. So what I mean by that is, like, I have a coastal city here that I could take out with Navy units. I have a coastal city here that I could take out with Navy units. And then that's probably about it. So what I'm asking myself is, like, do I want to build a bigger Navy to try and take out cities quicker? It might be worth it. But I think what's most worth it right now is getting that diplomatic influence, anticipating that I will be spending it on war support. Okay. So we're taking a lot of damage from these units here for being out in open ocean tiles. Don't like that too much. We'll bring the settler up. You are going to just sit here for now. I don't want to take this guy out just yet. I want to wait until my fleet commander gets over here so I can get credit for the experience. And then for you, we're just going to put you on alert. That's what we're going to do with you. Catapult will attack. Bang. And we're now, I mean, at this point, we're just going to go on alert. We're going to heal. We're going to go on alert. And then you are going to come right up there. We'll probably end up buying some kind of like archer unit here just to be sure that we're safe from him. And yeah, you come over. And as far as a growth opportunity, we want to focus on flatland, but getting the T +1 science and production in cities, doubled in homelands. That's okay, I guess. I don't really need that. So we're going to go for that. Save the gold. And we'll go for that. We're going for flat terrain specifically because it helps us build our unique improvement. That's the idea behind that. Usually I'd go for like rough terrain, vegetated terrain, that kind of thing. But in this case, it's very specific to Mongolia. For you, I don't really want to do anything. And then I don't want to do anything with you either. So we'll hit next turn. And we're able to shoot with our catapult one more time here. Bang. Awesome. We'll be able to take out this capital city fairly soon, probably in 2 turns. You'll come over to the west. You'll come over right there, and we'll heal with you. You are going to settle where you are. And then I think now it's time for you to get up there, get prepped for the war. We will heal with you, waiting for that fleet commander to get across the ocean. And I think we're just going to settle this. Boom. You grab... What do I want here? Let's grab that flat land. And then for you, I want to get out towards resources. What's the best resource to grab here? This is decent. +1 combat strength for siege and naval units. I do like that a lot. We're going to grab that. And then you, I think... We'll start working over towards the iron, and we'll start working towards the furs. Things are looking really, really good. I think this war is really, really easy. The hard war that we're going to have to deal with is Charlemagne. Charlemagne's a tough cookie to crack here. Someone's built the Tomb of Askia. Don't care. That's fine. We'll just steal it. Bang. One more turn on those walls. Moving our units over to the west. And I think we're just going to put you on alert. That's fine. Okay. Wonderful. Okay. This is the last turn I think we're going to need our catapult. So we'll hit him. Defenses are destroyed. At this point now... Ooh, man. He does have a courser here. I don't like that a whole lot. The Kesha can't really do a whole lot either. So what I'll do is I'll just attack... Attack, attack. Let's just get rid of that unit. We don't need it. And then for you, we're going to skip. And you're going to come to the west. You're going to come to the west. And you're also going to heal. I'm actually going to move him there. This is similar to army commanders. You want to keep these guys protected. Because they don't really do well when taking damage if there's not somebody with them. They're very, very weak units. So you'll skip. Let's bring you down here. Let's see if there's anything else we want. Okay, and then we have a growth opportunity. I think grabbing the... let's grab the woodcutter. Yeah, let's get the woodcutter. Awesome. Next turn, we can attack, bang. We can attack again, bang. I'll heal with you. I will heal with you, and you come up here. Give him another attack. Why not? Booming. And then you can skip. We'll probably take that city next turn. You're going to skip. I'm going to actually start packing these guys in so he can heal. And then we'll just grab the 20 growth per turn. We get to throw something else in here. And honestly, there's not really anything in here that really blows my mind. I mean, this +4 happiness is better than what we had, but it's like you don't even notice it. So I'll just grab that. We'll hit next turn. And we are to the turn now where we are going to take his capital. But before we do that, let's get our units in place. Let's heal with you. We'll just wait for you to come up. Ooh, he does have some hostile units down here. Don't like that. And for a growth opportunity, I think we're going to go with the woodcutter. Easy, easy choice. I'll accept this. I'm saving my influence for war. And last but not least, on this turn, boom, he's dead. Love that. And then we can just pop this courser right in, and we've unlocked Nepal. Have 3 settlements with at least 5 mountains. That's wonderful. Unlock Siam, improve 3 ivory. And first to conquer a capital. We've completed a triumph. It's an instant reward. We gain 4 dominion. That's phenomenal. We will keep the settlement. Confirm. We are over our limit by 2. So I think now, let me think. Being over the limit by 2 is not a whole lot, but it's enough to start noticing negative impacts. So I think what we'll do with all of these cities is we'll start raising them. We'll kill this city, we'll kill this city, we'll kill this city, we'll kill this city. We will keep his capital. We'll likely keep this. We'll probably kill this one. That's fine. But now that we've taken his capital, I will denounce him. We're going to denounce him. You will regret the sanction? No, I won't. I promise you I won't. We're going to now... Oh, Courser, we got a free... I forgot about that. Skip dialogue. Yep, it's finished. He's out. Goodbye. Goodbye, Jose Rizal. The capital of Hawaii has been captured by Mongolia. Phenomenal. Okay, so now I want to start bringing these units up. I can upgrade this. I think I can upgrade this in 4 turns. I can upgrade this in 4 turns. You're healing. You come right there. Mr. Army Commander, you come right there. And then for you guys, I want to find units that I can upgrade. Courser, Keshig needs to be upgraded. Swordsman's, Courser, Keshig, upgrade. That's my 2nd army. My 3rd army, Courser, Keshig, upgrade. Keshig, upgrade. And then do we have any Keshigs in here? We have 2 of them. Boom. We'll upgrade both of those guys. All right, cool. So I think we have all the units possible, or I should say all the units upgraded that we can possibly upgrade. So now we're just prepping for the war with Charlemagne. And this is going to be an interesting one because we're already 2 over our limit. It looks like we're going to get another housing limit in 17 turns. So I would like to focus on culture at some point to get those. In fact, I might queue up a kiln here. Let's queue up a kiln. We will throw... Wow, what's going on here? Why am I only getting 6 culture here? Am I losing culture? I would get 8 culture here and only 6 here. That doesn't make any sense, though. Because this is 2 mountains. This is 1 mountain. Is it because it's taking away some of... Yeah, okay, it's because it's overbuilding. That's fine. So we will overbuild this monument. Boom, we'll grab that. And then down here, I want to do the same thing. I want to... Actually, I don't need to overbuild anything here. I can just throw this right on top of the amphitheater. Call it a day. And then, yeah, I think we're going to call that for that episode. We've accomplished everything we wanted to in this episode. Jose Rizal is officially removed from the game, and the next target is going to be Charlemagne. Thank you guys for watching. Once again, if you like this content, please like and subscribe. And if you have any advice or suggestions on how I'm playing this one or what you'd like to see me play for content in the future, leave a comment down below. Tune in for next episode. Thanks again for watching.